Hi guys, this is Oracle Daphne doing the tarot horoscope for September 2nd. I was so excited to get started on these. I jumped in the shower and I haven't even blow dried my hair, but whatever, that's how it is. I just really like doing these. So I usually just pick a card, so I'm going to pick a card right now, and we'll see. This is for all signs, okay? For just the energies for just doing a daily horoscope for September 2nd, 2014. Okay, right off the top. Ooh, you guys got the spider. And it's funny because there was this giant spider in my kitchen. It was so big. I honestly thought it wasn't real and maybe like one of my roommates had planted it there, but it's real. And it was real anyways. It lived a short life. Unfortunately, I had to smash it. I feel really guilty. I'm confessing because, all plants, all animals have a soul, so I feel bad, and it was out of fear. I shouldn't have done it. I was out of fear, but at the same time, it was so big. It had to go. I mean, it was big. It was really big. It was probably about this big. Yeah, that's big, right? We're not just talking about a little spider. We're talking about a big one that was crawling through the kitchen. I went and I was like, oh my gosh, there's this huge, oh my gosh. I don't really freak out when I see spiders, but it's funny though. So anyways, so September 2nd, you got the spider. And the spider is success through hard work and patience. So if you've been working really hard on something, you're going to feel really like there may be a breakthrough on this day, which is really good. Really good energy, really good shift in the energies, because I know that the one that I did for today was not good. It was the tower. So this is a great shift. You can see it's really green. So there's prosperity to be had here, money to be made here, big money to be made here. And all these little stars are kind of, to me, like coins. I mean, this is the Eight of Pentacles. So I also sort of envision that these pentacles, though, are like little bugs that this spider has trapped. And that's coming up for some reason. So you may be holding a few people captive, or there may be lots of little bugs around you that you really don't like. People that you don't like. People that, if you were the spider, you would catch them in your web and you drain their blood, Not to be like a vampire or anything right now. It's really early in the morning for me. My eyes are still puffed up from sleep. So elements of a financial breakthrough. This is a day where you could get a raise. This is a day where you could get the big deal, like or sign a big contract, or find a job, or get the call back on the job that you want, or get an email back from the job that you want. And there is that element of there are people around that are like little bugs. They're insignificant people that you may have negative feelings about, but they're not any threat to you. They're just non-supporters. I wouldn't call them haters. They're not. They're just shallow, insignificant, tiny little bugs. They have brains like the size of a pea. I mean, just people. So you may be surrounded by a lot of people, or it could be more. I mean, this is a positive card. So the positive thing is that this you could be surrounded by friends and family, actually. A lot of people. You could be going to parties. You could go something about a church. You could be going to church. Although this is a Tuesday, so it just seems weird for you to go to be a church thing, but it might be a church function. I'm thinking like a youth group or some kind of group activity, like a church picnic or I don't know, or with church friends. You could be hanging out with church friends, because I think of like a big when I think of all the little ants, you know, I think of like the old church that I used to go to. It was a huge church, you know, it's Sunday. All the people came out, and it was just like a lot of people all around. So this could be also where you're doing like a presentation to a group of people, um, large crowds, and you're the center of attention. I mean, you think about it. The spider is the center of attention, and he or she is in charge. So you could be like the leader of a group of some sort, or you could be the boss of a company, and you could be in charge of all these other little ants, and you may not be feeling them, you know, today, but nevertheless, you are in control of them. You're working with them, and the spider is the artist. You know, I was thinking, it's so funny because I was thinking more about this card. I don't know what was making, I thought about this morning in the shower, so it's kind of funny because we got this card and I was thinking about what the spider is. And the spider is the artist. It's not just the boss, it's the artist. So if you're an artist, I mean, this is you, okay? This is really you. This is the painting, you know, this is the artist painting the Sistine Chapel, you know, hours and hours and hours and hours of laborious work. You know, this is the painter. This is a painter that doesn't just do one wash of color and then calls it a day and is like, oh, woe is me, I just spent 2 minutes on this painting and I'm tired already. No, this is somebody who works very hard. This could be a Capricorn, Capricorn male, Capricorn female. You know, the artist though, this is the artist. This is the artist. This is the painter that works really hard and toils away. This could be a sculptor too. This could even be some graphic design artists. Some people on the working on the computer doing some graphic design stuff in their studio for hours and hours. Animators, you know, they sit there for so long. And this is why, you know, I studied animation too in school. And this is why I would not continue on in this field, because they're doing like 60 to 80 drawings a day. Or when they're on the computer, they're like doing the models. You know, gamers, I'm thinking like some gamers, maybe some of you gamers are out there watching this, taking a break from their stuff. And in a way, you feel like it's draining your blood. You know, you feel like there is an element of getting drained here. Like on the positive side, you're going to get rewarded for all your hard work. You know, on the negative side, you may feel like your work is draining your blood. It's making you very tired, you know, or your search for the job is making you really tired. Or, you know, just the painter that's painting away, his painting is taking a long time. There's elements of time here too, elements of time. So of time kind of ticking away, slipping away. You know, the spider is so patient. It's almost like oblivious to time. You know, the spider could probably fall asleep at times. You know, it's sort of like dogs have no concept of time. They don't. I mean, everybody has a different concept of what time is and how it feels. So you may feel like time is moving fast, or you may feel like time is moving really slowly. Or you may not have any concept of time at all. You're oblivious. You're so immersed in your work, you know, painting away, sculpting away, animating away on the computer, you know, doing stuff for work. Or you may just be working like 100 hours a week. You could be that person that's working 100 hours a week and taking so much time, putting so much time and effort into their work that you're oblivious to time, and time is passing you by, but you don't really care. It's just you're doing a lot of work, and in a way it will catch up to you. Things do catch up in this, where you will get rewarded, but also time will catch up to you, and you'll realize how much time you actually spent on whatever it was that you were working on. So if you're like working on finding a job, you're going to realize that you put in a lot of time and effort to get that job, you know, and you'll appreciate the outcome more because you put in all that extra time. Same with, the boss or the person that's starting out on their own company. They're putting in 80 to 90 hours a week, and they may not see the fruits of their labor until later. But you will find that the hard work that you've put in, whatever project it is that you're working on, whether it's a new company or whether you're starting or looking for a new job, this card will bring you the reward, because the spider always gets what he wants. The spider catches his prey out of his own, because of his hard work, because he created this huge trap for the prey, Now, there is an element of trickiness here, too, and I feel very strongly about that. There is an element of trickiness, too. The spider is really smart, okay? The spider is so smart. He's brilliant, actually. He's really brilliant. You may be, whoever is watching this video, your IQ might be really, really, really high. You may be technically like a genius, a protege, someone who... is off the charts brilliant. And I feel like strongly that you're very smart, you're very gifted, and that's awesome. And I'm happy, that it's sort of, it's reaching you. And so the message for you, the one that's smart, is create something amazing with your intelligence. Design something that hasn't been done before. And don't worry, even if you think it's been done before, even if it has been done before, don't let that stop you. Just do it. Use your creativity. It's that person that says, oh, I can only draw a stick figure, and then they go take a painting class, and they're the best in the class, and all of a sudden they realize they have all this untapped potential. And what have they been doing? They've been thinking that they don't have any talent, So you are talented. You, the spider, who's very smart, is very talented. Have some confidence in yourself, and give yourself some credit, Don't be, self-defeating. The spider gets what he wants and spins his beautiful web with this material, this thing about this spider web. You might be like a fiber artist. You might be into knitting. You might be into yarn. You might have your own yarn business, or you might just like the material stuff like quilts. You might be into quilting or something with materials like fiber, something, fabrics. You might be in the fabric industry. You actually also might be a fashion designer, or really into fashion. And you may be in fashion designers. They stay up for days on end getting that line straight, getting all the details. It's all in the details. I mean, think about it. Look at this card. Look at how many details there are in this web. There's detail there. Every little thing has to be done right. Every little line has to be done right. And so, you may be working on a fashion show, or you may be going to a fashion show and thinking about it. But those of you who are working and toiling away, whether you're the fashion designer, the graphic designer, the computer engineer, the genius, and I feel like there's actually, when I think of genius, I also think of a musical genius too. Like someone who plays the piano, like a piano musical genius, like a composer. Like Beethoven or Mozart, those guys are geniuses. They were absolute geniuses. And I feel very strongly that someone here is a musical genius and needs to create and compose and do more of that. And you will find success and you will be rewarded. And on this day, the energy there is of success. But the message here is you may just need to be patient. The message here also may be you just need to do more work. You could be also kind of on the lazier side and not wanting to do work, not wanting to work hard, just wanting the success. And the counsel of the spider is you need to work hard in order to get what you want. Now, there is this whole thing about working smart versus working hard, right? And everybody talks about doing that. But here the thing is, the counsel is you need to both be smart, and work hard to get what you want, to be successful. So today, put in those extra hours, okay? Put in those extra hours and you will be rewarded, and use your intelligence, your intellectual genius to do the unthinkable, to create something completely different than anybody else has ever seen, because that's what the spider does. The thing is, the spider creates a gorgeous, unique web every time. Every time he spins a new web, it's completely different than the last one. There's no two webs alike. So he has a gift. It is, to me, it really is the artist. To me, it is really every painting, every object that an artist creates is completely different. Having the ability to create all these unique and different things. This could be an art show too. I'm feeling like maybe an art show, because there's all these pentacles, there's all these different things. So there's an art show. I just noticed there are these gems in here, and those are, the green gems, So you may be like a jeweler, or you may be into collecting stones, or you may just you could be like a jewelry artist, and you could be creating some really cool, unique work. Or it could just be that all your hard work really just pays off, and you don't even realize that your work is gonna pay off. So have confidence. And here's something that I wanted to say. There's and I suggested this to someone else yesterday, and I'm going to talk about him more. There's a guy, his name is Alan O'Donoghue, and he is my crush's, Colin O'Donoghue's older brother. And Alan has his own coaching business. Like, he's like a business coach, a life coach. He's so encouraging that if you guys need like a boost of confidence, I encourage you to check him out. If you're feeling overworked and underpaid, this is the guy you want to talk to, because he is incredibly, he always says the right thing. He's intuitive with his work, I feel. He always knows the right thing to say, and he's extraordinarily giving. And he's in Ireland, so if you're in the UK, you might want to call him. Check out his website, cacoaching.ie. And I can post his email address also in a link for you guys. You just message me, but it's cacoaching.ie, and his email address is on his website. So he's also on Twitter. And I just wanted to do this little math side thing about him, because I feel like a lot of my clients really need a good coach. The people that need the help, they need the coaching. They need someone to say, you can do it, keep going. And they need reinforcement, reassurance, basically. That's what it is, to do it, to not stop. Like, if you're looking for a job, don't stop. Don't get defeated. Don't tell yourself, well, I've already done this, so what's the point? I've already sent my resume out to all these people. And, okay, so there's another aspect of this, which brings me to that. This is technically, there's literally a web on this card. So this is the obvious. Think about the internet, okay? This is the day where you send emails, okay? But it's also the day where you network, because the web is a network. So a lot of people, I think nowadays, are sending their email to apply for jobs and it gets lost in a stack of emails and, you know, never to be seen again, basically. So this is the day where you send the email, but you also make the phone call. You call. You look through, you go through, you make a list of your friends, your family, and you shout out to them. You call them all and you say, hey, I'm looking for a job. If you know so-and-so that is in this field, please call me, you know? And that's, you know, that's networking. This is to get out. This is also a card about encouraging you to get out and network. Don't sit on the couch and wait for it to come to you. You need to go network. You need to send the emails. You need to call, and specifically call, I feel. And I think that's all that I'm really getting for this card. It is a beautiful card for me. The last thing I would say is, you know, this is a very green card. So, you know, go outside. If you're the computer guy and you're on the computer, again, I appreciate you watching my videos and liking them and subscribing to me. But if you're on the computer a lot, get outside. Go outside. You know, this is just the beginning of September. There's still a lot of sunlight out there. Enjoy the green. You know, you need green around you. This is a green card. So if you don't have any plants in your house, get one. If you don't go outside, go. If you can, put some green, if you have any green artwork, put it up, you know, put it up. And specifically, I'm feeling like grass, something about walking in the grass. Walking in the grass barefoot is awesome too, you know. A lot of adults, I feel like a lot of adults kind of get into this mode of working. And again, it's the spider and you're just working and you're not doing anything else. And so you need to do something else. You need to get out. And there's also, you know, I'm thinking about it now. There's also an element about feeling stuck. Because you might not be the spider, but you might be one of these little critters. Feeling really caught. Feeling really trapped. There's this element of feeling trapped. And I just kind of got that vibe, you know. You're stuck. You may feel really stuck. And you may feel like someone's got you in their hold and they're about to drain your blood. Which will lead to, you're like, so where is this going to go? How is this going to work out? What actually the card that follows this, if you're that, let me see if I can find it. It is the Phoenix. Hang on. Okay, here it is. The card that follows this, and it would be interesting if we get this card for tomorrow, or if I pull this card for my next video, is the Phoenix. If you're this critter, if you're one of these critters that's stuck, that's feeling really stuck, you're about to go through a death. Basically, if you're a critter that is stuck, this spider is going to come along and drain your blood, and you're going to die, metaphorically speaking, okay? Like, you could actually be getting fired from a job today. The boss is going to chew you out. It gets so pissed off, either you quit, or he fires you, or something happens, or you just decide, like, you've had enough. And it leads to a transformation, a death, where you're just over it. It's done. You feel like, okay, I can't do anything else in this situation. I've got to do something new. And you're gonna be transformed. You're gonna go from being the person in the cubicle to the person that has their own yarn business. The person that's on Etsy and has their own shop and is creating their quilts and creating their jewelry and creating their own artwork, and they're doing their own thing. And to hell with this cubicle lifestyle, to hell with the boss and the spider, to hell with everyone. And you're going to have a total transformation. And you're not going to look like the same person. You're not going to feel like the same person either. It's going to be success, because this is a card of success. But If you're the critter that gets its blood drained, and it's a transformation time for you. It's a time for you to really change. And it's a whole life change. It's a whole attitude change. It could be just career change. This is like, I think of this as a major career change, though. But I mean, if you think about it, a career change changes your life. It changes how much you make. It changes where you live. It changes who you're associating with. It changes everything. So, I'm still feeling woods. I'm still feeling forest. There's an element of somebody that wants to move out of the city into the woods, or even into the country where there's a lot of woods, or they just want to go hiking. They're maybe more of like, or mountain biking, and they want to go up the mountain through the woods. They want to be under the canopy of the green trees, and in a way they kind of want to escape. And of course, because they're stuck. That's what it is. So this may not happen on the 2nd. This may happen after. So the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. This comes first. This is just for the critters, okay? This comes first, and then this comes second if you're the critter. And the Phoenix is all about rebirth. It really is rebirth and starting fresh. And this is victory. This is success. And this is victory. They go hand in hand. It's the same thing. Winning something. And what you win, what you gain by going through the transformation is so much. It is so much. It's a brighter future. It is a better attitude. It is feeling more energy. It is feeling inspired, feeling happiness, feeling like yourself again, feeling like the freedom to actually move and make choices and do things, and go places. You're no longer trapped, So after the 2nd, you're really going to be free from feeling stuck if you're the critter. Now, if you're the boss, you just have to remember that you're the one who's in control, and you're going to win no matter what, and you might want to take a day or two off to just regain. You might want to go hiking in the woods to regain some perspective and rest, because, you're working so much. You're working almost too much. Okay, so that's what I think of this card. And I've gone on now. It's almost 30 minutes, so I've really taken up your whole afternoon. But I hope you enjoy this video. And I hope, whatever situation you are, whether you're the spider or you're the little critter, I hope whatever situation it is that you're going through on this day resolves itself to your liking, and that you do find that you're successful, and you will. I always say that you will be successful either way, and no matter what. So I will leave you with that. Thanks again, and thanks so much for being such a great follower, subscriber. You guys are awesome. So I'll see you next time. All right. Bye. Big hugs and kisses. Bye.